Hey guys, it's Phantom here and welcome back to a brand new video everyone. So in today's video, I am going to be going over my top 5 all-time favorite areas in Wizard101. So these are pretty much 5 areas in Wizard101 that I just like pretty much overall for all of the aspects inside of them. The rankings aren't based on looks, they're not based on nostalgia, they're not based on really any single one factor entirely. These are pretty much just the areas that I like overall the most in the game. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into number 5. Coming in at the number 5 spot on this list is going to be the Wisteria Library, or really more specifically the Wisteria Library Archives is what this area is called. You pretty much enter here through, you guessed it, the Wisteria Library. So you come in here and this area, I'm not gonna lie, is probably, I would say, a mixture of nostalgia as well as the look of the area. I believe I have had this area on really some other lists I think that I've posted on this channel, and that's just because it's just such a great area. I mean, overall, literally it just looks amazing, okay? It just looks amazing. I think I mentioned this before, but it is very, very Harry Potter-esque. I really like that about it. Really, the whole design of Wisteria is something that I am really very much a fan of, and if you've been watching me for a while, you would know that. And I think that this area is definitely one of the ones that showcases like the very best that Wisteria has to offer in terms of just pure aesthetic. Now, in terms of the nostalgia factor that goes into this number 5 ranking for me, I actually don't know where to go here. There's only one really single defined path that you can go through in this library to like reach each tower, so I guess I'll just go there. But for me, Wisteria is just a super duper nostalgic world all in all, because yeah, and then you gotta defeat this enraged wild claw up here. Yeah, this is a dungeon, by the way, but it is super duper nostalgic for me because as a kid I had made a lot of really fun memories questing throughout Wisteria, and when I got to this area I was just absolutely shocked at just like how gorgeous it was, and I just wanted to explore more and more. And so I remember, you know, walking up each staircase, entering this main tower here, defeating this wild claw, and just having a really good time. So yeah, the Wisteria Library Archives will always hold a special place in my heart as definitely one of the best looking areas of this game, and just one of my favorite areas. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be the Wisteria Finale Room, the Randolph Spellshine Room, whatever you want to call it, the final room in the Tournament Hall. And oh my god, is this one of the just coolest areas in this game. Seriously, when I first came here for the first time, and yes, I know another Wisteria area on the list, I promise this is the last one, but I just had to reminisce, you know, because as a kid, coming into an area like this, you know, similar to the, you know, Wisteria Library, it was just so cool. It was just so cool entering this finale room for the first time and finally facing off against Randolph Spellshine in an epic battle that honestly took way too long, but hey, I was a kid, so cut me a little bit of slack there. Plus, Randolph does have a few cheats up his sleeve. This area is, oh my god, there's something about this, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the aesthetic, the atmosphere, the music in the background with all of the cheering. It's just so awesome. It is just one of the most awesome areas in this game. So a mixture, of course, of the aesthetic and nostalgia contributes to this being my number 4 favorite area in the game. I think there is a reason why KingsIsle decided to put this specific area in their tournament's commercial, you know, showcasing that new update. If you guys don't know, yes, it is the Wisteria, it's literally this exact area, the Wisteria, like, Hall of, it actually might be Hall of the Gorgon, now that I'm thinking about it, but yeah, they did decide to showcase the Hall of Gorgon in that commercial just because of how good it looked, and of course, you know, they, they generated, like, a whole new animation for it that looks way better than it does now, but, you know, they used this same basic design for it, and I think that is really a testament to just how good it looks and just why it is definitely one of the best areas in this game. But unfortunately, I cannot stay here very long, so let's move on to the number 3 area. Number 3 might come at a bit of a surprise to some people, but I do really like the area slash dungeon of Tartarus. I really like the look of it. I really like the theme, aesthetic, whatever you want to call it. I just think it is all amazing. So I really like that aspect, you know, having to do with the looks. And then, of course, Tartarus is, at least for me, home to so many different memories, but these memories are especially special because they are with friends. They remind me, whenever I come to Tartarus, I pretty much reminisce on all of the times that I of course ran this dungeon trying to get the Hades gear or the Amulet of Divine or whatever I had really wanted at the time. But what is so cool about coming to the dungeon is, of course, I get to remember all of those times I had, quested up with friends trying to get to Tartarus and then eventually doing many runs of Tartarus. I remember my specific struggle for the Hades robe. I know that took me a very long time to get, and I had friends help me along the way. And these friends, keep in mind, were actually real life friends, friends that I knew in real life and actually played Wiz. I know, isn't that crazy, right? Nowadays they don't really play anymore, but I think Tartarus was one of those areas where we really bonded, I think, especially, over the game, and it was overall just a really cool experience to be here and farm a super difficult dungeon for the time, such as Tartarus. Doing it with my best buds definitely makes this one of my favorite areas. Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be the area of the Arcanum. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there isn't too much nostalgia, intertwined with me and this area. I don't really have like a ton of memories of the Arcanum because it is a relatively new area. I think it came out in like, let me think. It came out during Polaris, so that'd be like 2015, which actually, that's a decent amount of time ago. But I don't really have much nostalgia for it. However, I just really like the look as well as the certain vibe that the Arcanum gives off. I think it is pretty much unmatched in the entirety of the game. Just like with the music, combined with just, outer space everywhere. It's just so cool. If you guys don't believe me when I am talking about the vibe, Zen Master Blue, of course, I'm sure you are all very familiar with him, actually posted a video a really long time ago on a 1-hour Arcanum meditation, which I'm pretty sure as a kid when that video had came out for the first time, I had like watched that, and like actually meditated with him, not for the whole thing, I would say like about 20 minutes or so, but I gotta say, man, it actually works, and I think that can really attest to the absolutely immaculate vibes that the Arcanum gives off. I think the best way to describe this area would just simply be Ravenwood, but it's in outer space, and if that's not a cool concept, if that's not a cool idea that they had decided to put into action, I really don't know what is. I'm sure a lot of you actually expected this to be the number 1 spot on my list, and yeah, you're absolutely correct. Ravenwood is going to come in at the number 1 spot. I feel like I've put Ravenwood on so many lists as of late, but really it is just all-encompassing in terms of the most positive aspects about an area. I just seriously like Ravenwood a lot. Ravenwood is the starting area where we meet all of the professors with the retextured update. It is definitely one of the best looking areas in this game, in my opinion. There's just so much nostalgia here, both for the Ravenwood with the updated graphics, as well as, even more so, nostalgia for the classic Ravenwood, with, of course, the classic graphics that definitely make me laugh every time I see him. Ivan really looks like he's seen some shit back there. But it's Ravenwood, man. It's where you go to enrollment for the first time, and you meet all of your professors, and your personal professor. There's so many just different experiences that I've had in Ravenwood. It's where the Halloween towers spawn right here, which I have a lot of nostalgia for as a kid. There's so many things I could say about Ravenwood. I could honestly make an entire video about how Ravenwood is one of the most iconic areas in this game, and I could definitely fluently talk about that for just like 10 minutes straight. Seriously, there's so much to say about Ravenwood. Unfortunately, I have to keep this section fairly short though, so I will leave you off with this. It is pretty much a combination of the aesthetic as well as a shit ton of nostalgia. Of course, the graphics update had helped with the aesthetic as well, but just Wizard City, man, it being a part of Wizard City, just holding all of that nostalgia and just being one of the first places that my very first wizard had entered for the first time, will make Ravenwood always hold one of the most special places in my heart, and will definitely be my most favorite area in this game. So anyways, that is going to be it for this video though. I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, you could always leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Your support honestly means the world to me, so I hope you all will keep it up. Anyways though, I'll see you all in the next video or stream, whenever that may be, so take care, and peace out, everyone.